Stop drifting and start living in purpose. Why intention equals freedom? There's a quiet war happening inside all of us. It doesn't shout. It doesn't trend. It doesn't leave physical scars. But it shapes your future more than any news headline or life event ever will. It's the battle to live with intention, to choose, moment by moment, the life you're building instead of drifting into the one handed to you. This isn't about hustling harder. It's about seeing clearly. Because the truth most people never realize is this: freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you want. It comes from knowing exactly what you want and having the discipline to walk toward it daily. Intention is not passive. It's the fiercest kind of power. And when you live with it, when you speak with it, think with it, feel and spend with it, you'll stop reacting to life and start creating it. Let's explore how. Not in theory, but in the trenches in how you speak. Think, feel, act. Spend, connect, and respond. Let's break this down, one choice at a time. Control your mouth. Speak with intention. The words we speak are rarely just information. They're emotional architecture. They either build trust or dismantle it. They either light a fire or pour water on one. And yet, most people speak out of impulse, not intention. They blurt, lash out, joke, and react thinking words evaporate. They don't. They echo, long after the conversation ends, long after you've forgotten what you said. Someone else is still carrying it. You've been there. You've replayed that offhand remark, that dismissive laugh, that silence when what you needed was support. Your words can be a balm or a brand. They can heal or they can scar. That's why intention matters. To speak with intention doesn't mean silence. It means strategy. It means choosing words that build instead of break, clarify instead of confuse. It means slowing down long enough to ask, is this kind? Is this helpful? Is this necessary? Because your words are not just a reflection of your mind. They're a reflection of your leadership and your character. When emotions run high, when you're insulted, triggered, or hurt, that's your opportunity, not to win the moment, but to lead the moment. Every conversation is a fork in the road, connection or collision, empowerment or erosion. And when you speak with clarity and care, you create a ripple that extends far beyond that moment. You change the emotional temperature of your relationships. You become the kind of person others trust to listen, not just talk. You don't just communicate, you cultivate. Control your mind. Choose your thoughts on purpose. The mind is a factory. Every second, it produces thoughts, some empowering, most automatic. Left unchecked, it runs on fear, doubt, and distraction. It clings to old stories. It defaults to survival. And if you're not careful, your thoughts become your truths. Your truths become your beliefs. Your beliefs become your life. But here's what changes everything. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of them. You are the editor of the script. You get to choose what stays in the narrative. Intention begins with mental ownership. It's the discipline of choosing thoughts like you choose. Clothes not, based on what's lying around, but based on where you want to go. When you think with intention, you stop rehearsing failure and start preparing for victory. You stop spiraling in what-ifs and start anchoring in what's next. Feed your mind with what stretches you, not just what soothes you. Challenge your assumptions. Surround yourself with thinkers, not echo chambers. Read widely. Reflect deeply. And perhaps most importantly, practice gratitude not as performance, but as perspective. Not to pretend life is perfect, but to remember it's still good, even when it's hard. Because the mind trained in gratitude doesn't ignore pain. It refuses to let pain define the whole picture. Control your mood. Master emotional discipline. You are not weak for feeling. You are human. Anger, sadness, anxiety, joy, they are not enemies. They are indicators. But indicators aren't dictators. Emotions are messengers, not rulers. They are data, not destiny. And the moment you confuse the two, you become reactive instead of responsive. True emotional strength isn't suppression. It's a translation. It's asking, what's this really about? Most outbursts are rooted in unmet needs. The fear of not being valued, the exhaustion no one sees, the disappointment we haven't named. But when you pause, you create power. That pause gives you choices. Choices give you control. And control gives you composure. The strongest people you know are not the ones who never feel. They're the ones who feel fully and still choose with wisdom. Emotional intelligence isn't soft. It's strategic. Because in the long run, consistency beats intensity. You want influence? Start by controlling your energy. You want peace? Start by naming your patterns. You want freedom? Master your moods before they master you. Control your money. Direct it with intention. Money is more than math. It's a mirror. It reflects your values, fears, priorities, and habits. Every dollar is a decision. Every swipe is a story. Every purchase is a perspective on what you think matters. Control doesn't mean restriction. It means alignment. Spending that matches your purpose. Saving that supports your future. Investing that reflects your vision. Financial freedom doesn't start with earning more. It starts with knowing where it's going and why. You don't have to be wealthy to take control. You have to be willing. Willing to look at the numbers. Willing to build boring habits that lead to exciting lives. Willing to say not now, so that one day you can say now I can. Intentional money habits create emotional breathing room. And that space is freedom. Control your circle. Curate your influences. You become what you're around. Not instantly, but inevitably. Words shape you. Tones shape you. Energy shapes you. Your environment is a blueprint for your future. You can be the strongest seed on earth. But if the soil is toxic, you won't thrive. So be ruthless with access. This isn't about arrogance. It's about stewardship. Your time, your energy, your vision, they are precious. Don't place them in careless hands. Audit your circle. Who challenges you to grow? Who calls you out when you drift? Who celebrates your vision and your discipline? Those are your people. Everyone else is noise. Build a circle that reflects your future, not your fears. Because you don't rise alone. You rise with those who rise with you. Control your response. Reclaim your power. Life will test you. People will misunderstand you. Plans will fall apart. But the greatest freedom you'll ever find is this. You don't control what happens. You control how you respond. Reaction is reflex. Response is a choice. And that choice is everything. You can choose grace when insulted. You can choose silence when provoked. You can choose dignity when disappointed. You don't need to prove anything in every moment. You just need to decide who you're becoming. Can become that one pause at a time. One breath at a time. One hard but holy choice at a time. Final words. The power of living on purpose. This is the paradox. The more you take control, the freer you become. Not because you control others, but because you control yourself. And when you control yourself, you become unshakable. You control your mouth so your words build, not break. You control your mind so your thoughts lead, not limit. You control your mood so your feelings inform, not dictate. You control your money so your future expands, not contracts. You control your circle so your environment fuels growth, not decay. You control your response so your power is preserved, not pawned. This is not easy. This is not sexy. This is not a weekend transformation. It's daily. It's deliberate. It's discipline. But it is the path to true, lasting, soul-deep freedom. And that freedom isn't about escape. It's about ownership. So set your intention and live like your life depends on it, because it does. Thank you for listening. To get more of our audio, like and subscribe to our channel.